So part 2 of the video lesson, finding missing sides of right triangles using trigonometry. So here we have the three trigonometry relationships. So sine of our reference angle is opposite leg divided by hypotenuse. Cosine of the reference angle is adjacent leg divided by hypotenuse. And tangent of the reference angle is opposite leg divided by adjacent leg. So let's look at how this plays out in a triangle, a right triangle. So here the directions say find the missing side, round to the nearest tenth. So it's given us the reference angle of 58 degrees. And we know this is a right triangle because this here is a box indicating that this is a right angle, a 90-degree angle. And then we have the opposite leg from the 58 degrees, and we have the hypotenuse of the triangle. The hypotenuse, remember, is always going to be across from the 90-degree angle in the right triangle. So if we're needing to create a relationship here with the 58 degrees using the opposite leg and the hypotenuse, that's going to be the sine relationship because sine is equal to the opposite leg divided by hypotenuse. So in this case, we would say sine of 58 degrees is equal to the opposite leg x divided by the hypotenuse of 22. Now, to solve this for x, to figure out what the missing value is, we have to multiply both sides by 22, which causes the 22s here on the right side of the equation to eliminate each other or to undo each other. Then that means I'm going to be left with on the left side 22 times sine of 58 degrees, which if I multiply those things together, I get 18.65, which rounded to the nearest tenth would be 18.7. And let's look at a second example. So here we have the 46 degrees as our our reference angle. And we're given the adjacent leg here of the triangle as 15. And we don't know what the hypotenuse is, but it's labeled as x. So x is the hypotenuse. So we need a relationship that's going to involve the adjacent leg and the hypotenuse. Well, that relationship is going to be cosine. So we're going to say cosine of the reference angle is equal to the adjacent leg divided by hypotenuse. So let's start with our reference angle. Cosine of 46 is going to be equal to the adjacent leg, 15, divided by the hypotenuse, which is x. Now to solve this for x, we have to multiply both sides by x, which is going to eliminate the x's on the right side of the equation. So then on the left side of the equation, we're going to have x times cosine 46 is equal to 15. Now to solve this for x, I have to divide both sides by cosine 46. So I'm showing that here, which is going to give me, so x is going to be equal to 15 divided by cosine of 46, which is 21.59. And if you round that to the nearest tenth, you would get 21.6. And this concludes our video lesson.